Hey guys, this is Scott Horne with Horne & Associates PC, and I just wanted to talk a bit about people who trash out houses, whether it's an ownership or a tenant, and what your options might be along the way. So if you like the video, guys, take a minute and like it. Don't forget to comment, and hope you come over and join our YouTube channel as well. So let's look at two different scenarios. Let's look at a homeowner who is in foreclosure, and let's look at a landlord-tenant scenario. So with a homeowner, the first thing that you have to understand is they own the property, and they can do to that home whatever they want to do. The only thing they cannot do is diminish the value of the property below your loan balance and those kind of items. That is usually a condition of default in most deeds of trust that's out there. But let's talk about it in a default scenario where they are getting foreclosed on. And things that you'll find in the industry is after they foreclose on a home, you'll go to the house and it's been stripped. I've seen houses where they have taken the fans out, the commodes out, the vanities, the kitchen cabinets, the appliances, the flooring, everything is gone. Doorknobs, you name it. And you just walk in, you go, what the heck? You know, I've seen people who take hammers and just hammer holes in the wall throughout the entire house, whatever it might be. And what you've got to stop is go out and go, what are my recourses if that should happen? So first and foremost, again, realize that up until the time the property has been sold and foreclosed on, so whether or not you are the person who buys that property at the auction or somebody else does, it is still the borrower's home. And so prior to that actual foreclosure, can they go out and do things of that nature? Unfortunately, I think the answer is yes. And I don't think you have any recourse against them in that regard unless it diminishes the property value or from a deficiency perspective that you can sue them with if you actually have knowledge of that happening. But before a foreclosure, you're just not going to have that knowledge in most cases. And so you're stuck with whatever happens along the way and have to deal with it. That's just one of the risks of being a mortgage holder and going through foreclosure. And people are vindictive. I mean, oh my gosh, how many stories you've heard about them pouring cement down a commode and it just solidifies into your sewer system. And yes, that does happen in real life also. People can get really mad and do all sorts of wild things. So let's go from the home ownership perspective over to a landlord-tenant issue. Now the whole ballgame changes. You know, leases are going to be set up if you're using a proper lease that will protect you from those kind of items. Obviously, if they're damaging the property, there could be a condition, a default out there that will protect you, that you can evict them. And so if a tenant is in a property and they have damaged the home for some reason, maybe they're current on their payments. If your lease is a proper lease, is that a condition of default? In most cases, yes. Can you terminate their lease and evict them? Yes. And at the eviction hearing, you can get them out of the property, but what you have to understand is you have an eviction hearing, which is removing them from the property for defaults, but then you have a damage lawsuit for damages they may have caused to the property, and those are two separate suits that you have to file, typically in the justice court of some format. So after they have been evicted from the property and you have an eviction, they're no longer a valid tenant in the home. While they're moving out, can they do damage? Absolutely. Now that is criminal vandalism at that point in time. And can you possibly go after them with some type of criminal charges? Very possibly. You just got to get the local police department to accept those, that you're able to go out and file those charges, because once in a while these things, they really do happen. And it is amazing what you'll find, what people do to properties when they're getting evicted. Just like with foreclosure, the same scenarios. But you do have a little bit more recourse out there in those scenarios. You can get that damage lawsuit filed against them where you can get a judgment against them. The only problem is, of course, is collecting. And that's a whole different ballgame at that point in time. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, take a minute and like it. Don't forget to make any comments. We'll get back to you on those. Come join us on our YouTube channel. And like usual, we'll see you guys next time.